The Hoachanas residents say there are no new developments and the only business park and market in the settlement are closed.
We have the council office, the police station and traditional authority. We also have a clinic, but we do not have enough staff. I would also like to request the business community to open shops and a post office to enable us to deposit our money and to cater for pensioners.
As a young man, was nodig baie.
As young people in Hoachanas, we need help because we are unemployed. We need assistance with a vocational center to learn how to make things by hand, such as sewing and any other possible training.
There are many bushes and it is most dangerous for the ladies and the children. There is need for debushing and installing 2 mega spread lights in the settlement.
Marintal Rural Constituency Regional Councillor Densia Swartboy explained that the settlement office, which is responsible for development, had been without a substantive control administrative officer for 6 years, and this slowed down the delivery of basic services. However, with the filling of this position last year in December, the provision of services and implementation of projects is expected to yield positive results.
The Hardap Regional Council is responsible for the affairs of the Hoachanas settlement. So if people have concern, whether it's with electricity, whether it's water, sanitation, and lack of service land, the answers lies with the Hoachanas settlement office. That is the reason that I've mentioned that people don't understand the structure of the government. So if they have problems, they can approach the settlement office as it is in Hoachanas, and that there are people employed by the government to give services to them. So as I've mentioned regarding the water meters, everything, there is a process that needs to be followed, and there is a very complicated process for me that I don't understand, which is the procurement process through which we all need to go for things to happen. So that is also a big concern for me, that things take long, or if you send in a submission, things are not coming through. And one thing to mention about Hoachanas is that recently I have found out that the Hoachanas settlement is not fully proclaimed as a settlement. And that is also one of the things that hindered for development to fully come to Hoachanas.
The successful implementation of development in the region will depend on the availability of funds as well as investors. One such venture is the newly established Hoachanas Renewable Energy Trust solar project, which is anticipated to sell electricity to Nampower. The profit is to be shared with community upliftment projects such as Hoachanas Children's Fund. Another initiative is the German cooperation funding through Common Waters project, which successfully installed solar water pumps at the 3 resettlement farms in the constituency. Swartboy added that the construction of a magistrate court and installation of prepaid meters is earmarked for the settlement. He also emphasized the need for effective communication with administrators in the region.
I approached the CRO and I informed him, if communication comes for programs, for meetings and so on, we as councillors should also be informed that there will be a workshop, that there will be a meeting take place, because many a times administrators are keeping information for themselves, and that is the problem, that information does not reach the people on time. So if communication comes from the line ministries as well, it should be communicated directly with the councillors, because at the end of the day, the constituents are asking, councillor, are you aware of this? Councillor, do you know this? And then we don't know what answers to give them. So I think coordination and information sharing is very important.